So if we think of Smurfit, the Smurfit MBA, I think I'd like to argue in terms of what's our calling. What's our calling? And our calling is globalization and experiential learning, learning by doing. That's our calling. That's who we are. A few weeks ago, we went to Iceland. And what happens is you have companies, international companies located overseas, identifying live business problems being faced by them. And we form our students into groups who prepare in advance of visiting the location. They go on site where they speak to people of the company and they try to solve the problem. And on the final day, they present a solution to the executive and the senior managers of the company.
The International Consulting Project was designed to help our MBA students to be able to apply all the skills and the knowledge that they've acquired over their MBA program, and to apply those not only just outside of the business school, but outside of Ireland in a completely new environment.
The whole idea is to have real world problems where we actually make a difference for a client, but along the way people have an incredibly rich experience in terms of integrating all of the material from the MBA program to address a particular business challenge. One of our clients this year turned around and said that our students had just done an amazing job. He had had a problem he was trying to grapple with for 5 years, and he said in less than 5 days, our team managed to come in and solve his problem.
We did a consulting project for a company called Reykjavik Excursions. They're a bus company that bring people all around the island of Iceland. They have a product called Iceland on Your Own. They asked us to look at that product and see why it wasn't being as successful as they wanted it to be.
You know, the understanding that you didn't technically have to be an expert in the industry that we were placed with, but rather it was more the kind of high-level tools that we've been introduced to as part of the MBA, as well as our own professional experience and personal experience that we could bring to the problem that the company had.
We were in some ways anxious that we might not be able to contribute because none of us work in the travel industry. And what we found was, and it was quite incredible, that a lot of the learning that we had from year one, we were able to apply it practically. So that was great. And at the end of the week, we presented to their board, and I think we were able to add some value to the company.
When we actually agreed on our recommendations to the company, I remember very vividly, I was standing at the whiteboard and we'd been brainstorming for nearly 2 or 3 days, and it reminded me of those pressure cookers you used to have in your kitchen, and you just release that pressure, and it was brilliant, really great feeling.
I think my highlights were literally the last day when we presented back to the company, because we had about 4 days to deliver value to the client, and it was quite hectic, and we were trying to get things come together, and seeing that final result was really, really great.
The big benefits for students are firstly to engage with a problem, but to view it from a variety of disciplinary focuses, as one does in the real world, rather than just viewing it as a marketing problem or a finance problem. Number 2, great opportunity to work as part of a team and to work intensively in a team and produce better results than anybody could have produced had they worked on their own. And then the third big benefit is that it is fun, because there is nothing more rewarding than being able to go out like this and to actually make a difference to an enterprise.
We've had feedback from some employers of our MBA graduates, and they feel that this type of experience is just so valuable, to be able to apply those skills in a real way and to be able to come back from that and talk about, here's the process that we used, here's the experience that we had when we were advising a company and understanding their business, here were the tools we used, here were the frameworks, and here were the really positive outcomes that we were able to achieve for our businesses. I think the value that the students got from that whole process of completing the International Consulting Project is that they were able to see what they learned here at the Smurfit School can be used outside of a business environment, and also the real genuine business value of their expertise and their knowledge that they've built up over their time on the MBA program. So I think it was quite exciting for them to see the very positive impact that their business advice had on these Icelandic businesses.